Hey guys, Elton here. I'm in the Plateau sector of the city of Montreal, where I was born and raised for the most part of my life. And boy, it's funny how things happen for a reason. I was on the 29, right? A 2006 LFS, nice and comfortable. And we go on a detour because the street up there, I don't remember which one, Rachel, I think, that's under construction. And we're coming down here and I look to the left and I'm like, whoa, Daddy, what's that? What is it? It's a classic Jeep Grand Wagoneer. And because this was considered to be one like the first SUV and not a cheap one at that, this was a luxury model. Based on the old what was it called, the Cherokee two-door and the pickup version. And I'm like, holy cow! Even when I went to California back in 2006, I spent a week in Los Angeles and I spent a week in San Francisco, but not in that order. But I saw at least 2 or 3 of these because they don't rust out there. That's the place to be. And look at that, man, a Grand Wagoneer, man. I think I've seen this truck before because I remember the black with the black tinted windows, but it was in the Point St. Charles sector. But the wood was still in good condition, though. Now it's all pretty wonky and worn out, But obviously, the fact that any vehicle that's parked on a side street, chances are, is a good chance that it's actually a daily driver. This particular model, I think, is an 86 to 92. And those of you who are learning about cars, you younger guys, usually. By the way, those rain guards, that's rare on these trucks. Those were optional. Back in 87, AMC, which originally started building these, they were sold to Chrysler. So Chrysler continued these until 92, but actually these trucks, excuse me, I know you Jeep guys, you don't like that term, but it is a truck. Originally, this really was a very bare bones type of truck. They started making them it wasn't AMC. AMC started building these actually in 70 when they got the blueprints from Kaiser. Kaiser was bought out Willys, and then they came out with this model in 63. So again, there was no fake wood, there wasn't all this chrome everywhere in the hood ornament. I mean, to me, these trucks represent the American dream because it's the American icon. It's like a Corvette, And there are a lot of guys like me who'd love to get their hands on one of these, even though they get 7 miles per gallon, 360 gas V8, not really much power. I just love these trucks. Even when I was a kid, me and my family, we lived for 2-3 years in Terrebonne, just off the island of Montreal, and our neighbors across the street, they had a Dodge Dart, they had for a while a Ford Granada, and they had a 79 Jeep Cherokee, which was this, but it was a 2-door and it was chocolate brown. What's the interior look like? I always thought that was strange how they used that Chevy Caprice steering wheel. I never understood that. Very unusual. Look at that, it's a 2-tone, black and wine color. It's pretty interesting. And they're pretty good trucks, but again, it's originally a Chrysler product, AMC, so it's not it's nothing to write home about, But I guarantee you, this truck ain't from around here. There's no way. They never are. Again, people never had the income to buy these kinds of trucks. Look at that. It's all filled with undercoating. It's clean, man. It's just the worst part about it. Again, is the fake wood, but that can be redone. Shit, come to think of it further. Come to think of it. I wasn't even going to come here. I took the bus at 29, which runs from a block from my place, and goes to Joliet Metro Station. Because if I go to Joliet Metro Station, I'm always walking upwards. And I get on the bus. It's a fucking hybrid, 2018. And I get to Joliet, and what's in front of it? The other one that's going to start the route in a few minutes, which was a 2006. So if that bus was going to continue to start that route over again, the hybrid that is, and I wasn't going to take it. I was going to jump on the Metro at Joliet and go downtown because I got to go to the bank and deposit a check from somebody who bought a 67 Delta 88 advertisement from me. Wow, I mean, there's so much you can say about these kinds of vehicles. They're unique, There's nothing like that. And that's what I almost forgot to say, is that when it comes to these Jeep Grand Wagoneers, they're not fucking peanuts, these things, man. They're worth, like this one, okay, whatever, it's a driver, it's not in perfect condition, it's still in good shape. Because some of these trucks, if they're mint, they can go for like 30, 40,000 or more. That's astounding for a vehicle that is not an exotic vehicle. You know what I mean? Oh yes, and of course, the plateau is what I call the capital of cycling in Montreal. It's like a little Saigon, you know? Anyway, guys, that's about it. So hope you enjoyed it, and I'm tickled pink. I think the only thing that would have been missing from this little video would have been, of course, some sunshine, but you know, what are you gonna do? That's the way she goes. Great sighting. If I saw another one of these within like this summer, that would be fucking mind-boggling. But I think that's about the only one that I know that's being used in the city. So it's about as rare as seeing a checker, for example. Anyway, toodaloo.